Greetings, greetings, greetings. I came home from work a little while ago, and I didn't feel like changing. I feel like I looked very cute today. This was well dressed Wednesday, and I figured, let me just keep this on for the episode before I get comfy because it was quite a day in the office, and I need to actually get back to work because since I was out sick yesterday, um, and today we had an event in the office. So I didn't get as much done as I had planned, but such is life. Anyway, welcome back. I'm sipping on some tea and I'm drinking a yogi tea. I'm drinking some green tea. And the quote on this tea bag is breathe in peace and breathe out blessings to all. Okay? Welcome back to Antonia's Blissful Corner, your quiet space for reflection, growth, and peace. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe to my channel. And if you have been here before, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. If you were here yesterday, we talked about learning to accept. Well, no, on what day was that? On today's Wednesday. On Monday, we spoke about learning to accept compliments. And guess what? As I was walking, when I got off the train, I was walking home this evening. A young girl, I want to say she was in like her early teens because then she was walking with another young girl who might be um, mid to late teens. And the young one said, I love your hair with enthusiasm. And I had the brightest smile and I was like, thank you. And so I am learning how to accept compliments. And of course, when a youth says it, you know it's true because they don't lie. Not like they. They're not going to tell you what you want to hear. They're just not going to tell you. Anyway, here we are. And this is I think it's day 36. I'm really not counting, but I am. And I want to talk about a phrase. So I wrote this down a while ago, and I wanted to talk about my reason for no longer feeling the need to explain myself, right? And I thought about this phrase that we are all familiar with, and it is because I said so. Now, I know you've heard of it, I know you know it, and it was just not our parents saying it. Nope, 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 nope. It could have been an auntie, it could have been a neighbor, it could have been an older sibling, it could have been your babysitter, your teacher, or that person at church that you call auntie with her Sunday hat tilted to the side and look at you like, because I said so. That was a full statement, period, point blank. That was the universal boundary statement, right? It meant don't question me. It meant this conversation is over. And it also meant I've already decided. Now you're going, go do it, right? I used to admire that. It was a little intimidating, but I admired it. Um, those women who said what they said, no sugar added, they weren't rude. They were just sure, right? Of course, as a youth, I didn't see it. I just thought, oh, they're so mean. But that's what happens when we say things like, but why? But why? But why? I mean, we're told to basically ask questions, but people generally do not like to be questioned. It's like, don't ask me, just do it. And do it because I say so. Now, to be honest, not everyone starts there. I sure did, right? There are so many women, especially the quiet ones like me, who spend years trying to find their voice. We go along to get along. We follow even when everything inside us is saying, this car, this ain't for me. We smile through the meeting. We say, okay, when we mean absolutely not. And we do it with that half-hearted energy that screams, this ain't it. This is not it. This ain't it. Because we don't want to be labeled difficult, not a team player, or you're just too much, right? You just want to basically like just fit in. And then there are those women who found their voice very early, confident, outspoken, not afraid to use it. That was my sibling. I used to look at them with a side eye and a little bit of, wow, like, how are you so bold? Like, who raised you? And there was a point in time in my life when I actually said to my mom, I wish I had an ounce of the courage that my sister had. I wish I didn't care like how she don't care. But as soon as I would say that, I would recall that that's not how God made me, and that's not, like what was meant for me, right? So I just had to get along to get along. And I'm grateful because now I'm here. Like now I am finding my voice and now I'm using it. Now I realize that they, like those people, they just got to that place of certainty, if that's what call it, sooner. That place where confidence doesn't need permission and peace doesn't apologize for showing up. Now, when I encounter women who are timid, soft spoken, or unsure of themselves, I see me. I see the version of me who used to twist her hands for comfort while my voice was trembling. Now, I didn't twist it up here. I'm just doing it up here so you can see it. But I would, if I was sitting down, it would be under the desk or behind my back. And, like, I think certain people would notice it. Mommy used to notice it, right? Mommy knows my behaviors, right? But I used to twist my hand when I was uncomfortable and, whether it's saying something or just not wanting to be in that space. I just be there twisting my hand like, ooh, want to get out of here. um, well, yeah, so my voice would tremble through the sentences as I was trying to just finish saying what I was trying to say. And it's crazy because after those terrifying episodes, I remember feeling like, okay, well, that wasn't so bad. And whatever I had to say, it was actually received, and it was received with open arms, and it was even respected. But nevertheless, I still doubted it. I still doubted myself. I still doubted, was I clear enough? Did I articulate what I really wanted to say? Because, like soon after you finish, like the overthinking committee, they were always on standby. They were like, they're just sitting there like, you said this wrong. You said that wrong. You should have said it this way. And I would walk away wondering, are they just being nice? Like, did they really like my idea? Or were they just accommodating me? Oh gosh, the thoughts. um, but honestly, like over the time, I learned something important. Your voice gets stronger every time you use it, even when it shakes, even when your hands fidget, even when doubt whispers louder than confidence. Because each time you speak up, you teach your voice that it belongs here, right? And this is a part of this journey. Me doing my lives, it's helping me to become more comfortable, basically, well, obviously going live, but then also just speaking, like here I am now basically sharing my experiences. Once upon a time, I used to think that that would be something that would be uncomfortable for me. Like I never thought that I'd be able to come on and share, the things that I've experienced on my journey. But the reality of it is a lot of us are going through the same thing, or some of us have gone through the same things, right? And so I'm happy that I am at that place now where I am able to do this. Um, it's just amazing how we doubt ourselves so much and we're always thinking, I can't do that. Like we are indeed our own worst enemies. But the more that I speak now, whether it's my morning recordings on Instagram or messages that I've recorded and posted on YouTube or now these lives, like every single time that I'm able to speak, it is helping me to grow. And that's the perspective that we need to look at this from. Like we're not going to grow talking to ourselves in our head or talking to ourselves in our room by ourselves. Like we talk by sharing, right? Because then there's dialogue. And as I share, I know that somebody's picking up something that I'm putting down because that's how I've learned. Like I listen to people, whether, like in real life or on YouTube, and that's how I'm learning, right? That's how I'm learning and growing. And I've reached that beautiful place now where I know that my voice, it matters. I know that my opinion, it matters. I know that what I have to say, it matters, just like everyone else's. Like, why should I believe that what they have to say matters more than what I have to say? Why should I believe that their contribution is weighted more than mine, right? I belong here just like how you belong here, right? So I'm no longer dimming my light or saying, okay, just to fit in, because peace that costs me myself, it is way too expensive. So I'm no longer willing to basically give up my peace just for the sake of fitting in or being mislabeled. Because at the end of the day, people are going to say and or do what they want to say and or do. And the name of the game is to maintain peace. We cannot allow ourselves to be too bothered about what people say or think about us, right? Because I think sometimes that's what hold us back from being our true authentic selves, right? The only person that you can be is who God made you to be, right? So on this journey of becoming her, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning that it's okay to be myself, right? It's okay to rock my afro. It's okay to wear my tie. It's okay to come on and basically like just be me, because this is it. This is who I am, right? Now I understand, now that I'm understanding this, like I'm understanding those senior ladies that I've come across that I used to hear tell people, because I say it so. They weren't being mean. They were grounded. They basically did their journey, they did their thing, and they were now at the space where they were a it's almost as if like it's a rite of passage. You do this thing, and every time like you clear a hurdle, it's almost as if like then you evolve into another level, and then you become the person that you're meant to be. We all have a voice, and we're meant to use it, whether it's to speak, to talk, whatever, right? We're the voice is there for a reason. Those ladies, the seniors who because I say it so, who we're becoming now, they trusted their energy. They meant it when they said it. They meant because I said so. Every time I looked at my notes and I put, to talk about, why I'm appreciating basically not explaining myself, I think about because I said so. Because I remember saying that to people who are younger than me, like younger cousins, my niece. Um, I mean, it's not really an answer, but it is, right? Because if I say move the cup and you ask me why, because I said so, period. And the reality is, I feel like sometimes when children ask why, it's not to challenge, it's just to understand, like, so why am I doing this? It's like at work, right? If someone asks you to book a journal entry, speaking to the accountants out there, um, then the question would be, well, why, right? And you're not challenging the action. You're just trying to understand, why am I booking this journal entry? Because then maybe you can have a conversation about it, right? But nevertheless, because I said so is the quick answer. And now that I'm becoming a her, I get it, right? Because sometimes, because I said so isn't an attitude, it's alignment. It's a declaration that your confidence has finally caught up with your truth. And baby, that's a beautiful sound. It is. It's a beautiful sound. Before we close, if you're on your own journey of finding your voice, especially as an introvert, please remember to grab my book, Unlocking the Introvert, a pocket guide to understanding and interacting with introverts. It is available at societyofintroverts.com, Amazon, and everywhere books are sold. In this book, you will find insights about, you know, how to XYZ with an introvert, how to communicate with an introvert, how to travel with an introvert, planning events for an introvert, like little tips. Um, excuse me, this book had helped me. Like when I wrote this book, it helped me to find my voice even more, because then it helped me to learn more about my personality type. It helped me to embrace who I am, who I'm becoming, and to better understand my behavior. Because Lord knows there was a point in time when I just knew that I was weird and why are you so different? Why are you so different? But now I understand that being different isn't a bad thing, right? Um, God made us unique in our own ways. We have a purpose, and it's for us to find that purpose and live in it. And I'm grateful that even though I'm an introvert, that I'm finding my voice. I'm choosing to step outside of my zone of comfort so that I can be on YouTube where I can share my experiences while I also grow. So I do appreciate the fact that this platform is here. I do appreciate those who join me. I do appreciate those who watch the videos after I post them if they can't join the live. Excuse me. So yeah, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share that please get to a place where you're no longer apologizing for being who you are. You're no longer apologizing for or you no longer rather feel the need to explain yourself. Like let your no be no and your yes be yes. That no should be firm and basically just done. That's it, right? Always remember that when you say no to someone else, you're saying yes to yourself for peace, for the sake of peace. Okay. So I appreciate you being here today. Please remember that peace isn't a place, it's a choice. Please stay blissful, and I will see you the next time for day 37. Bye.